Welcome back, everybody. Nipah! It's time for the Daily Nipah, Rika Furude Simulator 25. You can get it yourself up here at socksmakepeoplesexy.ish.io for free. And then you could also join this leaderboard over here. Rika? I agree. Chilling inside today with a nice tree in the background. I like it. I like it. That's a good choice, Rika. Daily Nipah. How's the Minecraft going, Draven? What games you up to? Mob, what games are you up to? Anybody else is in here? What games are you up to? You know, and just want to get curious. Triple double. Makes lots in trouble. Begging for a piece of that bubble. Only 20 more triple doubles to 300 on the year. Ooh, Stardew. Stardew's a fantastic game. I've actually thought about playing it on stream a few times. It's a really good game. Do it on RGL with good peeps every now and again. Gotta bottle all that food, gotta do all that farming, gotta do all that mining. So I always end up falling back to that. Yes, I get that. When you have a comfy game that you can just pick up and load up and play at any time, like Rika Furude Simulator 25, you could just always have it on hand, and it's just nice to just fall back on comfy games. This is why I did the Final Fantasy 1 through 6, though I did miss 6. I missed one fucking chest in 6, but that's fine. It's fine, Final Fantasy. I know, Rika. It was in the Magitech facility, because there's one... It says there's 15 out of 15 chests in there, and I got them all, but there's like a 3-room section near the end where it changes, and I didn't check, and there was one chest in the wall. That was the only chest I missed in the entire run. Oops, indeed. Every other achievement I got over 100 Gal Rages, because I was like, oh, we're going to make this a 100% file, and then I realized I missed one chest, and I was like, well, oops. So we just finished it out, and now we're doing gifted games. We did AI the Somnium files for 4 streams. Amazing game. It's nice. Definitely nice. But it will always be that thorn in my non-100% side. I'll probably just get it off stream or something. Quick playthrough. That reminds me, I have another gifted game I forgot about until now that Cat gifted me. Which is, I think Troubleshooter, Abandoned Children. It's like an XCOM anime hybrid. Maybe I have to get into that sometime soon. But I think tomorrow, if we're going to more gifted game train, it's going to be Retro City Rampage, I want to think it's called. Retro City Rampage DX, yeah. Which looks like a lot of fun. There's also Noita and the Crystal Projects. There's also XCOM Chimera Squad. God, there's just too many games. There's just too many goddamn games. I have been playing Super Blood Hockey off stream a little bit the last couple of nights. It's been a lot of fun. It's basically NES ice hockey, but quite a bit more advanced. Even has a franchise mode, which is fun. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bada, bada, bum, bada, bada, bum, bada, bada, bum, bada, bada, bum, bada, bum, bum. That's a 4 house. 5s and 4s. Very confusing, but it was there. Thank you for that one, Rika. Rika! Furude, 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 furude. Close again, Rika. Who's your favorite go-to date in Stardew? Who do you want to romance up? That's another 4 house. That's another. That's a double triple. Oh, we statting it up right now, aren't we? Tend to go to Sebastian. Nice, nice. I always liked the what's her face that's below the it's like Leah, I think. It's been a while since I played Stardew with the actual incentive to do something more than fish. But I think it's Leah and Emily. I expanded, you can romance the wizard. Oh yeah, that's right. God, there's so many mods for that game now too. Stardew is everything done right in a current game. From the dev team down. That's why I enjoy Stardew so much. Not as only is it like a great game. The dev clearly cares about the community. And lets them mod it like absolute crazy. Even added some of the mods to the base game, I want to say. Which is just, that's connecting with your community on a level that most things just don't want to do. But I always loved romancing old Emily and Leah. We always took trips to the forest to, you know, have a good time. And then I would give them gifts. That was a long time ago when I actually did any of the romancing part of the game, though. I haven't really played through Stardew in quite some time. But I know if I get started in Stardew, I'm not going to want to put it down, and there's so many other stuff I want to get through and get to. Not get through, that sounds like it's what, like, obviously I'm enjoying myself. But there's a lot of games I would like to play that have been gifts and stuff like that. And AI the Somnium Files was such a fucking treat. Thank you again, Polly. By the way, the maker of this game. You should go to her itch page here. It sucks. Make people sexy and just give her all the love. But she threw it my way and said, you're gonna like this. And I was like, okay. And 30 plus hours later is one of the funniest and also combinedly one of the most emotional experiences I've had in gaming in quite some time. Great story, amazingly written characters. Very, very, very interesting way of telling the story. It's honestly, like, great. I had a great time playing that game. I laughed so many times. I cried. I was angry. Like, it gave emotion. It gave emotion. But not just this game sucks emotion. It gave all the good ones. There's another 4-house. You've been 4-housing like fucking crazy lately there, Rika. Master of the 4-house, are you? You are in a house. So maybe, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. You can see 4 of the 6 panels. That's why you're 4-housing so much. No, ignore that strip right there. That doesn't count. Today we're getting back into XCOM files. We actually lost quite a few of our good peeps last time because we fought one of the main bases of the enemy, one of the keeps. And I forgot those were 4 stories. And what happens is Chrysalids came up and decided to say hi to a couple of our people. That is another triple-double! And Chrysalids, no matter how high your melee is, if they hit you once, you're gonna die. Doesn't matter what your armor is, doesn't matter what your melee is. All they gotta do is hit once. That is harsh times. So you gotta be more careful about that next time. Mind you, it isn't the easiest thing for them to hit some of our higher-ups at this point, since our melee is so high. But all they need is that one hit. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. That's what we're gonna be doing today. I have streamed for 12 plus hours the last 2 days. Well, not 12 plus, just about 12 hours, I should say, the last 2 days. Almost 24 full hours of stream in 2 days. I don't know if I'll be streaming that long today, because I would like to do the dishes here tonight, as well as amongst of, you know, being able to get up and walk around and not immediately go eat, shower, and then get ready for bed. Not too long from there. But I've just been having such a blast streaming lately, and I appreciate everybody here who comes along for the rides. Y'all are the best. I love chatting with y'all, hanging with y'all, being gunned down in XCOM with y'all, speedrunning with y'all, and just enjoying life in general with y'all. If there's anything this channel is, it's a model of consistency. At 602 consecutive 5-hour streams, 5+ hour streams, we're here. What's up, Toothless Shock? How you doing today, Toothless Shock? Oh, that was a near Nipah. Holy shit, that was really close. Yeah, I'm in dire need of some consistency. Well, you're in the right place, Toothless. That's another triple-double. You've been on fire today so far, Rika. I like it. This is the place to be, of course. We've streamed every day, and we're going to continue that. We got XComs, we got speedruns here, we got playthroughs of things like the Somnium Files. There's just, it's so much flavor here. It's too much for a lot of people because we're that fucking amazing. That includes all of you, by the way. But, I mean, that's just what we are, you know? You can't deny how great we all are. It's just time to accept that. Come on, Rika, you got this. But man, the AI Somnium Files was so good. I cannot recommend it enough. Again, it's only $4. Like, you really, like, it's 30 plus hours of gameplay for $4. You are hard pressed to find more good use of $4 when it comes to gaming, especially these days. That's a straight. Well done, Rika. And the sequel is on sale for $13. Still not bad, under 20 for both. And if the second one, I know the second one has... It's kind of hard to beat the first one when the first one was that fucking good, you know? Like, I wouldn't go into it thinking I was looking for an even better experience than the first, more of a continuation. But I'm uncertain when I would get an opportunity for that. Because again, I want to do a lot of other gifted games here, but man, what an experience, what a ride, what a triple-double for Rika there. Hopefully we'll get Olympianism today, Toothless, and we can finally ascend a lot of our Psionicists into the Olympianism realm. And losing Omni was so painful yesterday. Our original hybrid. That is another 4 house. That's the 6th one of the day? That's a lot. When we only have 85 total and 7,520 fates. Hopefully we can get Olympianism. Hey there, X-Gemini. What's going on? The Italian stallion of our chat. I don't... Do we have any other Italians in chat currently? Gyarados is not coming around in ages. They haven't speedrun, which makes perfect sense. The only other one I could think of at the moment would be Primal85, and he hasn't streamed really in years. I feel like I'm missing another one. I hate it. But welcome, Rika Farude, ying 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 ying. Do 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 do. Agreed, Rika. Agreed. Nipah. That's another straight. This is one of your most stat-filled days I can remember, because it's been very consistent today. Like, you just keep nailing them like pow, 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 power wheels. Oh, God. I'm showing my age again. If you know pow, pow, power wheels, let me know in the comments section, and I will give you a like. I will give you your very own like. Can you believe it? It's like a like from Zelda. Looks like a pile of pancakes that eats your shield. Who knew pancakes could be so evil? I like pancakes over waffles. I feel like that is a minority choice these days. Though I still love waffles. It's more of like a specific mood thing, really, because waffles are much crunchier, and pancakes are softer. So it just depends on what, what I'm kind of feeling. Not that I've had either in a long time. Eating one time a day tends to mostly force, like, dinner meal stuff, which is fine by me. It's definitely helped me feel better. Ooh, that was close, Rika. Gotta get more healthy, everyday meals going again. The last couple of days, it's been more like, oh, well, my friends are gone for a little while. I'm going to have a couple of nights of kind of just going ham. And then I'm going to taper off. Because when anybody takes off for a while around me, of course, it'll make me sad. And I'll miss them, even though it's not going to be for a whole while. It's going to be a little bit, but not a whole while. But the doggos aren't here either, and I love petting the doggos. So I give myself a tiny grace period of just kind of noshing on whatever. Make myself, tummily happy. Which in turn relaxes me as I sit here and game. And game, and game, and game. Who knew I would, I was always told that games were a waste of time growing up by lots of people. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Motherfucker! Boom. It's just because the landscape of living has changed so much in the last 30 years that gaming has become such a hold in our culture, because along the way, some of us realize that gaming is really fun. And there's no age limit to it. And it turns out humans like to have fun. They don't want to work 90% of their lives away. So, let's have some fucking fun. That's what it's all about. Now, mind you, I know a lot of people don't have an opportunity to just do that, but any opportunity you get, what you're into, don't let people shame you for it. And if they do, fuck them. Fucking, you play that game you want to play, you read that novel, you get into the whatever, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, you do it to its fullest content, and you enjoy it. That's what it's all about. Yeah, what did they know? Exactly. Well, to be honest, a lot of older people, even in my generation now, are all like, oh, you remember when we had this and that and this and that, and it was so much better? I'm just like, no. I think we have a lot of things better now. Now, mind you, some things aren't. Like the state of everything. But things are so much easier than they used to be. That's a straight. Things are so much easier than they used to be with phones and messaging services and the way you deal with things. And like, yeah, there's always problems. Always. But as a whole, we have it so much easier now than we used to. You can do everything you can online. You don't have to drive, which helps me out because I can't drive because my brain is too scattered for that, which is amusing because I would probably say my hand-eye coordination is better than most just simply because I use gaming a ton. Like, I've been gaming a fucking ton for my whole life. And I used to play sports as well. Like, hand-eye coordination stuff is something I've always been good at. And I It's just like I've always found it like the first things I looked up online to watch were gaming related stuff. Um, like I loved watching speedruns on SDA, Speed Demos Archive, way back in the day. That shit was so cool to me. Like, oh, look at these people beating these games so fast. So cool, in fact, that I started speedrunning myself. Even though I've been speedrunning since... Like, it wasn't called speedrunning back then, but... I used to time myself beating Super Mario World on the VCR in, like, 2001-ish. Maybe a little later than that, but... I mean, I've effectively speedran since 2006 or 7 on my YouTube channel. So I've almost been speedrunning for almost 20 years as it is. It is definitely a choice of things that I wanted to do most in life. And since my brain mostly sucks in every other area, at least it excels here. And streaming and gaming, so it very much helps. But I like a lot of things. Like the best thing to like about being young is just not having the knowledge of how horrible humanity is overall. I think that's what most people cling on to, is that feeling of safety and that feeling of ignorance where you don't know how awful humans are, so you're just going around and being happy and doing happy things that make you happy, and then they force you into a life of labor. And like when I was done with high school, I didn't know what to do at all. It was like, I don't know what to do now. I'm just supposed to get a job, I guess. I had one at the zoo before that I ended up just not going to anymore because it was ended up being too, I mean, my mental state kind of fell apart. And boy, did that fall apart for a long time. But I could just never hold down much. I could never do much because my brain just wasn't into it. Like, I can't make my brain go through things that it just doesn't want to. That has been a problem of mine for a long time, and I've tried to deal with it the best I can. Thankfully now with medication and stuff I can deal with it a lot better, but it's still, you know, it's still something that gets me. Like, I can shut down very easily, and that's a problem. And I try to avoid it as much as I can, which clearly I've been doing an okay job for the last while. But much like relapsing into a drug habit, I always have to be on edge to make sure I don't fall into that and end up doing something even more tragic. Oh, another 4 house. Rika, you have been amazing today. You have filled up the stat sheets. That's a double, triple. You have just been on fire today. Shoutouts to Rika Farude for having such a fucking Farude day, King Dee day ding dee. You know, I thought it was King Day for the longest time. I did not realize it was just DDD. Alright, last roll, Rika. Alright, not bad day, Rika. Not a bad day at all. 200 fates. Almost half of them scoring today. I swear we were scoring all over the place. But that's going to be it for today's Daily Nipah. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I appreciate that so very much. I stream every day on twitch.tv/toad22484. Please come by and check it out. And also, socksmakepeoplesexy.ish.io. You can pick this game up for free. You can join the leaderboard. You can pick up Planet Attrition. You can pick up ASDF and ASDF 2. And there's so many good games there. Pick them up. But that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'd also appreciate that. Positive vibes, and have a good night.